you were me and didn't have. Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, and look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When up in beach magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself.
Coach, thanks. We're about 12 miles south of the future home of the Chargers at the current home of the Chargers, and that's Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Denver Broncos and our home team. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go. Come on, set. Time to end him. Check 45 to Mike. Here we go. Check 24, check 24.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Jackson now. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Jackson from the shotgun. And that will be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Blocking the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Check 50, check 50. Safe.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Push him back. Push him back. Go. Ready.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Spencer. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 49-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Check 26, check 26. Shoot. Yep. I got it.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. Dances by him. Oh, now he bowls him over. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Slam. Look at me, zipper.
On 1st down, right back to Lindsay. Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with a tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Locke. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
Hey, foxtrot. Yeah.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And he's going to go down again. Joey Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left, early in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
He was brought down by Chris Harris. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Ty Long now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And taken right on the 30. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Taken down back at the 42.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. We're scoreless after 1.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator. Hey, let go. Cut. There.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Lock. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, look at me. Go. Keep it up, guys.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lock. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 8-yard line.
Ready. Seriously. Watch the slant. Check 45 to Mike.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. It almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the second quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. The pass there complete to Sutton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hey.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
132 fighter. Go. Mike, now! Hurry! Ready!
2nd and 5 now. Lock. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 23.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Denver.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And that's complete to the tight end Hireman. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Crunch. Switch.
Now it's Lindsey. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Come on, set. Hey, Sam on. 60 picture. You draw portrait. Kill. Rush in. Check. Get it.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Lock gonna go on 4th down. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his first touchdown on the year. As they are now on the board here the first half. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Squeeze, double. Show it.
From the pistol, they run with Gordon. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Brought down by Bryce Callahan. Brings up 3rd down.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And it's complete. Henry. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Pick me up. Here we go. Check it back.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. On 2nd and 9. Jackson, and he fires one incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to air one out for Anderson. He's got it at the 15. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On 1st down, Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Locke now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down.
Hey, Wood.
Locke now on 1st down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They look to throw. It's locked to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Philip Lindsay, the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd down and goal from the 1.
This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. A final shot before half for Locke. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Philip Lindsay in the final seconds of the first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Able to power through. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
At the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Go!
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Let's go now. 10 logo.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell.
Yep.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Locke now to throw. This is the tight end fan. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Lindsay. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Jackson escaping the pressure right. It got his man complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And Anderson's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards that time. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Von Miller, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Gordon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And here he'll get it down to the 7. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone. Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads. Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points. Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
42. Mike 42, check. Mike 42.
Block now on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Look at me. Zipper. 52.
Block will try again on second down. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 45-yard line.
A gain of 14. First down, Denver.
Block now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Again, they'll throw with Locke. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
He's checking. Crash.
Bravo.
44, Mike.
Back to the air on second down. It's Locke. They'll find Lindsey here. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 34-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different. Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Ready?
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Team 6. Ready?
Now Locke again. He completes this to Sutton. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. McManus's point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Chargers, 21.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, that's what I call a great opportunity.
In a one-score game, I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays. It could be turning points. This could be a turning point.
Did you put a second circle around this one? This is pretty big.
I put a star. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing on second down. Jackson, he's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Found his target. It's Anderson. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. That throw into the arms of Allen. 23 yards on the play.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that back to Allen, but it'll be 2nd down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And a solid run down inside the 30. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Bradley Chubb make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
We've seen some big kicks in the NFL the last few years, and that one might just rank right up there.
And you know you can hear the crowd react, right? But I was focused in on the sideline and watched them absolutely erupt. I don't know how many of them thought that he was actually going to make that kick, but how about how they felt when the ball went over the post?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the left.
And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. From 6 yards away. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Lock to throw on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Look out for number 30. Look out for number 30. Mike 42. Mike 42. Better bring it. You better bring it.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Locke. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Joey Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Let's go. At the 47-yard line.
Number 53, Mike 53. Y'all ready? Check.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Jackson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. 1st quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 34, Mike 34. Shoot.
Jackson to throw. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Ready up. Ready. Watch time. Tight end right. Hey. You got 3.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. That one complete to Anderson. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First down and 10 yards to go.
Check, ready. Check the Pittsburgh. Check 45 to Mike. Check the out, check the out, check the out. 45.
Here's Jackson. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now third down.
Set. Hey, hold on. Go, go, go. See? Echo, echo. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Hey, watch number 5. Number 5. Watch number 5. Here we go. 45.
Throwing now is Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. It's now fourth down.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a two-score game. And his kick is indeed good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the home team here, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Southern California, so long, everybody.